The end of the 2023 Ripple XRP versus SEC trial was announced by Edward Snowden on March 28. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, claimed in a tweet on Saturday that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has neglected its obligations to consumers in favor of enforcing regulations. The price of XRP is currently $0.35, and there have been $1.36 billion worth of trades in the past day. Our real-time XRP pricing in US dollars is being updated. Over the past 24 hours, XRP has decreased by 30%. Welcome to XRP Insider. We provide the latest news of XRP Ripple. To stay updated with exciting news, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. To know more, please watch till the end. Over the past 3 days, the Relative Strength Indicator, or RSI, has not been conclusive. The RSI held a neutral value of 50 as support last week, however this level has not been breached recently. As a result, the weekend may see some turbulent dynamics. The Amazing Oscillator, AO, which was also below zero, hasn't yet displayed a significant bearish impulse. 2 dotted white lines on the /D line indicated a resistance zone that was directly overhead. It will be an indication of ongoing demand for the XRP surge if a /D can pass through this area. The lack of a significant trend was shown by the Directional Movement Index, DMI, which was just above the 20 level and at level 20 ADI. Technically, this suggested a negative trend, but often, it just meant that there had been no discernible trend over the previous few days. Over the next 1 to 2 days, it will be crucial to preserve the bulls within the 35 cents-$0.36 area. Under this region, the development of a lower low will indicate the strength of the bears. On the lower time frames, momentum indicators lacked clarity. Additionally, Bitcoin may soon have a significant impact on the path of XRP, more specifically, the end of March 2023. To the satisfaction of conspiracy enthusiasts, the rollout of ISO 200-2 was delayed from November 2022 to March 2023. This sounds like a likely conclusion date for the continuing legal dispute between Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. According to James K., who provided an updated timeline of the Ripple trial's events, despite a little change in the course of events, the Torres District Court will make a decision on the expert petitions and the petitions for a streamlined procedure at the same time no later than March 31, 2023. I stand by my prediction that on or before March 31, 2023, District Judge Torres will make a decision on the summary judgment motion as well as the expert motion at the same time. James K. is backed by Jeremy Hogan, an American attorney and Hogan associate who was monitoring the case. Judge Torres tweeted, "Feelings forecast on when he may rule on expert petitions as well as a summary judgment, and here it is March 31, 2023 and there you have it, March 31, 2023. This indicates that there is a good chance the issue will be settled in the next 4 months, which is an extremely optimistic prediction. The SEC litigation against Ripple will be resolved in the first half of 2023, according to Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, who spoke at the DC FinTech Week conference. Garlinghouse argues that there is a chance the litigation may be resolved within the next 3 to 4 months. But he leaves open the possibility that it might take longer. In addition, Garlinghouse said that before considering a settlement with the SEC, Ripple must first be acknowledged as a non-valuable paper. The SEC and Ripple submitted motions for summary judgment in September, requesting that District Judge Analisa Torres make her decision based on the points made in the supporting documents. Later, the SEC and Ripple both submitted responses to each other's motions for summary judgment. According to an earlier timeline of proceedings in the case, responses to the requests for summary judgment were supposed to be sent by November 15, but were instead delayed until November 30. Tourists will make a final decision once it is anticipated that all briefings will be finished and evaluated. One intriguing observation made by the XRP community is that since SWIFT declared it was delaying the switch to ISO 20022, the introduction of ISO 200-2 now occurs at the conclusion of the trial. March 2023 until November 2022. The worldwide financial community asked for SWIFT to be delayed in connection with the revised timetable for the migration of the Euro system to ISO 200-2 in the area of cross-border payments and reporting. The nonprofit Blockchain Association has asked for permission to sum up the legal dispute between the Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple Labs, according to CBPR+. This will give readers more context for how the agency's claims in the case might influence the larger crypto business. If accepted, the court will consider the group's arguments when issuing a summary judgment based on the accompanying amicus curiae note. Although they cannot introduce fresh facts or evidence to the case, these kinds of summaries can provide context and insight into already known facts. The case before the Southern District of the United States. In a recent summary trial in the District of New York, both parties contended that there was no need for a trial because the facts were undisputed and urged the court to decide the issue based solely on the evidence already provided. The Blockchain Association, a Washington, D.C.-based lobbying group, aims to provide context for the decision's potential wider effects on the cryptocurrency business. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to argue that the outcome of this lawsuit, if not tied to specific facts and legal concerns that are least necessary to resolve this case, might have severely negative effects on an industry with $1 trillion annual revenue. The Blockchain Association issued a statement in support of the research, warning that given the endless potential of blockchain technology, this might have a negative impact on a sizable portion of the future American economy. The proposed analysis contains instances from the business world that show how tokens are utilized in reality outside of what is typically thought of as an investment contract. In 2020, the SEC first brought legal action against Ripple for allegedly failing to register its XRP coin as a security. Since then, the SEC has contended during the trial that XRP is a security both at the time of the token's initial issuance and when it is sold on secondary markets. The SEC holds the oppressive belief that even after being transferred, a token that was initially sold under an investment contract is intimately connected to that investment contract. Even if no legal rights exist between the issuer and the initial purchaser, the token will very certainly ruin the entire sector. According to the amicus study, the summary aims to provide a general picture of which sector of the industry might be subject to what it deems to be ill-defined standards for the usage of tokens. Additionally, he takes issue with the SEC's enforcement pattern and the trend of contradictory, ambiguous, and incomplete public pronouncements in the past. The SEC's assumption that market participants can simply abide by securities laws is untenable because, when trying to apply the Howey test, securities laws do not take into account how an asset that could have been issued as a security can exist when it is not linked to any type of investment contract. However, Investor Choice Advocates Network and Spend the Bits requests to submit amicus curiae briefs in support of the Ripple blockchain company were granted by U.S. District Court Judge Annalisa Torres. The Ripple blockchain company has been engaged in a tiresome legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for almost 2 years. The ironic circumstance that Jay Clayton and William Hinman found themselves in, where they unwittingly support Ripple, was shared by Fox Business journalist Eleanor Terrat. Tara posted the indirectly supporting Ripple is Jay Clayton, the former SEC chairman who brought the lawsuit against Ripple Labs, Brad Garlinghouse, and Chris Larson on the grounds that XRP is a security. He carries out this task while employed by Electric Capital, which is a subsidiary of the Crypto Council for Innovation, CCI, one of the businesses that decided to seek for Ripple Labs funding. In August of this year, Clayton joined Electric Capital as a consultant. By virtue of their affiliations with that Electric Capital terminated a 16Z, who are both members of the Crypto_Council, Jay Clayton and Bill Hinman are now unintentionally promoting Ripple. In this way, CCI expresses the opinions of industry professionals. For example, William Hinman, a former SEC director, joined the board of Andreessen Horowitz and gave a speech in 2018 titled Calling Ethereum. Electric Capital is also a member of the Crypto Council. This organization was one of the 4 that asked to apply for sponsorship from the fintech company Ripple in the previous 24 hours. In addition to the Crypto Council, Bell Hill Capital, the originator of the crypto legal industry, and John E. Deaton submitted amicus briefs. James K. Phelan tweeted about this, using the hashtags community #SEC versus #Ripple #XRP. In June 2018, the SEC requested that 2 drafts of Hinman's speech that discuss pending SEC decisions be amended. The Justice of the Peace Ned Byrne allowed this request. A document filed on October 21, 2022. 2 changes that the SEC is attempting to make to the materials were offered. Based on the SEC, a discussion of unresolved concerns pertaining to the agency in compliance with the court order from July 12, 2022 is included in the 2 suggested modifications. The Securities and Exchange Commission humbly requests that 2 drafts of Director Bill Hinman's June 2018 speech, which covered pending commission decisions, be subjected to a closed review. After reviewing the suggested changes, the Securities and Exchange Commission said that Magistrate Judge Byrne has approved the SEC's request to alter 2 drafts of Hinman's speech